Hello and welcome to Brazos Fiber Works. Today is episode 56. We are in a little bit different setting. If I'm echoing, I do apologize. I am in a new setting today. So y'all know that my daughter, she got married a few weeks ago, and so we took everything out of her room, or pretty much everything, so that I could make this room into an office. So it is bare walls right now. She didn't have anything on the walls over here, so I still need to like decorate it, get wall stuff, pictures hung up on the walls. But I'm kind of waiting because once my son moves out, I am going to put my craft room in there and then have this my office. And so that way I'm taking two of the rooms, but I can still I'm wanting to get some Murphy beds to put in here, or to put in each room, so that way when the kids come for Christmas or whenever, they still have a place to sleep. And so I'm having to take two rooms for that, but I am super excited. My living room has already got a little bit less in it, and so it's kind of just like freeing at the same time because we have a room that we should have had, but you know, we just didn't have any room for it. So I don't know if it's echoing. I do apologize if it is. If it is, hopefully, because I'm going to take the next couple weeks off, when we come back, I will have adjusted some other stuff around here, figured out how exactly I'm going to use the room. I will put a clip in here of what it kind of looks like right now. You will see that my daughter has her record wall, and we're going to keep that. She kind of wants us to keep it, and I don't want to take those off the wall. I kind of want to still have a part of my kids in their rooms. So the record wall will stay, but yeah, I'm super excited. I will have somewhere to record every week. I don't have to, you know, change where I'm going in the house and then collect everything. Like, I'll have everything here. So you guys, I am so excited. So welcome. If this is your first time, I do apologize for rambling on. Thank you so much for clicking on that button. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're a returning viewer, thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, so I'm so excited. I don't have any finished objects this week. I have 4 whips to share with you. And yeah, it's gonna be we're gonna have this episode, and then we're gonna be off. I'm gonna be off for a couple weeks. My son's getting married in a couple weeks, and that way I have time to get everything ready for that. And then I will be back here, yeah, I think in a couple weeks. I can't remember if I said 2 or 3 weeks, but I feel like now that I have this space, I'll have like, I can be able to close the door, get a video done if my husband happens to be home. But with my son getting married and moving, I won't have him here during the day if he happens to be off work, to where I kind of have to schedule that around it. So I feel like it's gonna be just so great. It's definitely going to be in the making over a period of time, where like eventually I'll get both rooms done, but just to be able to move stuff in there and free up the rest of the house, you guys, it's gonna be amazing. But let's get into why you're here today. Yes, so this channel, lately it's been about knitting. So my future plans is to have it be a multiple of fiber projects. So if it's knitting, crochet, spinning, weaving, you might see some sewing, cross stitch, kind of wherever my making takes me. I love to make, I love to, you know, do things, and I am a yarn dyer. I do have a business called Brazos Fiber Works. I have hand-dyed yarn, project bags, all of that great stuff. If you'd like to visit my website, is brazosfiberworks.com. If you want to get a hold of me, you can email me, Jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. Over on Instagram, I am Brazos Fiber Works. If you would like to follow me on Ravelry, I am jnbcrafty, and I also have a group over there. It is called Brazos Fiber Works, where we have a bunch of different threads, and I would love it if you haven't joined us yet. Please head over there, join the group, introduce yourself. I love having that fiber community. I do also have a Facebook page. I am going to start trying to get better about posting on there. If you want to check my Facebook page out, it is called Brazos Fiber Works. But you guys, while you're here, let's get into why you're here today. Grab yourself something cozy to drink. I happen to have this like energy drink. One of my coworkers told me about it. It's pretty good. It's not like all the other ones. There's a bunch of different flavors. They actually just came out with this apple crisp one too. So yeah, this is what I'm drinking today. I usually drink like one a day. Sometimes I don't. But you know, it has that like apple cider vinegar in it. So it helps with the cravings and gives you a little bit of like natural energy. So it's great. All right, so let's get into our first whip. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this. It is in my Erin Lane's bag. And it is using, so last year I had a monthly yarn subscription, and one of the months, let's see, do I still have, I don't have the tag. It must be somewhere else. But this particular colorway was called Farmer's Market. So this was the main skein. This was this orange. This was the mini that came with it. I have little socks, or little yarn sleeves on them. So I decided last week, I was like, I just need to cast on a pair of socks, something that I can just take in the car with me, that I can just start knitting on. I do apologize for my phone going off. Let me turn the sound off real quick. Okay, so I cast on, I always use the vanilla sock pattern by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. I knit my socks on a size 1 Chalgu red lace. And I do knit the small size, so the 56 stitch cast on. My gauge over the years has become looser. I used to be like 64 stitch cast on, worked great. I think it's gotten looser because I cannot, like if I knit up the 64 stitches, the medium size one, they fit my husband. So yeah, weird, but I'm sure like many of you have experienced that over the times. So I decided to cast on 15, or I did the small size, the 56 stitch cast on. I did a 1x1 rib, and I did 15 rows. And then I started just a vanilla sock. And then I was like, you know, I want a little beat to be a little bit different. So I just decided to come up, just go with my own pattern as I knit it. So I knit I think I knit 17 rows. Don't ask me why 17, that's just where I thought to throw in the orange. But I did 17 rows, and then I did 2 rows of the mini skein. And then I decided to do every other stitch. I did the color work. I did 2 rows. I did 1 row one way, 1 row the opposite way, and then I did 2 more rows of that orange. I knit 17 more rows, and then I stuck in this 3 rows of the orange color, and then I think I knit 10 or 11 rows. I think I knit 10, and then I just got done with the heel flap. So I just started knitting with the main color. I don't know, it just kind of depends. I need to weigh my mini skein to see how much I have left to make sure I have enough for the second sock. But I think I would like to put either like a couple of thicker stripes in the foot, but I don't know. I'm just playing this by ear, just seeing what it looks like, but I really like it. I think it's fun. I love the color. I walk by this skein because I have all of my old monthly skeins in this basket. So I literally walk by them every day, and for the longest time I was like, I need to knit that yarn. I want to knit that yarn. So I finally just did it. I wound it up in a cake and casted it on. So super excited about that. This is the first sock. Again, if it is echoey, I am sorry. I feel like I can hear myself. Okay. All right. So that is my first whip. My second whip is my Stunning String Studios Mystery Shawl Knit Along. I got all of the third week part of the pattern done, and I haven't marked it off. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't marked it off. So here is the 8 week, this is 8 weeks part of the pattern. The 8th week just, I think, got released last week. I happened to see that on the update. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm that far behind. But with the wedding and trying to get that blanket done for my daughter, I just, you know, it happens, right? Luckily, the next shawl doesn't start till October. So I feel like I have enough time. I'm gonna be honest, this one's a little bit harder than the last two because we are knitting in the round right now, and it's got to be over 500 stitches. So just one round takes a hot minute. This is the Polo Promenade shawl. If you guys have followed along, you know this is a 4-part, there's 4 shawls for the year. It's a mystery knit along. We are on the 3rd shawl. Oh, my needle is caught on the yarn. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at. There's 2 cable needles we have for this, so they get tangled all the time. And then I have one that doesn't have a stopper in it at the moment. So this is where we are. I chose the lilac color. It has beads. They're on a size 6 needle. Right now we have 2 different cords going. So yeah, it's pretty long. I'm trying not to like make it fall off the other side, but it's so pretty. I absolutely am loving it. I am so curious to see what it's going to look like. I have avoided all of the Ravelry groups who are doing this mystery knit along because I don't want to know what it looks like. So yeah, it's so pretty. I absolutely love it, but it does take a while to go all the way around, so I feel like it's gonna take me a minute. So I mean, I left off here last week, and so I've done all of this, but yeah, I'm absolutely enjoying it. I can't wait to see what it looks like. So yeah, this is the lilac skein I am using. I think I have 2 skeins. I think there's another one in the kit. I have it all still in the kit. But it is in my bag that I got a long time ago from Knitting Unicorns Homespun House kits. They are no longer a duo making these bags, but I love these bags. I have several. All right, my 3rd work in progress is my Jelly Roll blanket, and the Jelly Roll blanket is by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And last week I finished that 5th row, so this is where I finished, and I started the 6th row. Let me get all this untangled. All tangled. All right, here is my 6th row that I started. So I'm currently on this color. And last week, I think I said these were my advents from my Harry Potter one I got a few years ago. But as I started looking at the bag, I was like, nope, these are the leftovers from my Ruby and Roses advent from last year. I had done a bunch of granny squares with part of them, and then I had these left over, and so that's what these are. I know I've put my Harry Potter ones in here. I can't remember if I used them all or not. You know, when I clean out all of that to get these 2 rooms organized, I feel like I'm gonna find a lot of stuff. So I'm super excited. But yeah, so that's as far as I've gotten. Like I said, this is no rush blanket. I'm just, you know, doing it as I'm wanting to work on it. So yeah, let me show you. Let me kind of try to show you what it looks like. So here is the 5 rows, if you haven't seen it before. It's kind of hard to see when we're showing blankets on, you know, knitting episodes. Oh, by the way, you guys, I meant to just tell everybody, this is my Alpine Bloom tee that I am wearing. It is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter. I knit this last, I feel like summer, fall. I love this. I love it. I love when I don't have to go to work and I get to wear normal clothes and I get to wear my knits, and I don't have a bunch of knits. That's why, you know, I really want to keep going with garments, but you know, it's just a little bit longer process for me, and I have to be in the right mindset because I don't like to do just regular stockinette things. I like things with lace and designs, and that, you know, requires a little bit more thought process. So that's why I don't have a whole bunch done. Oh, this Jelly Roll blanket is sitting in this cute little tote bag I had for my first ever Advent a couple years ago. So it's big enough to put blankets in. I love it. I forgot to turn my iPad off. Sorry. Okay. All right. So my 4th and final whip is not knitting this week. It is just hanging out in this cute little bag that I used to carry in my shop. I absolutely love it. So this is my cross stitch. You guys probably, you haven't seen this in a while. So let me show you, because I was like, I need to get this done. Let me show you. So the design is by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. The kit is by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. That's where I got it. It is a bookstore, like it's a Christmas bookstore. And you guys, I love it. So I left it on my loom. I totally forgot about it and left it on my loom, so it just has the ring around it, which is fine. But I think I left off like right around in here, and so I just last night picked it up. I was like, I want to work on that, and the reason I want to work on it is I'll explain. But I want to get this finished, so I started working on that last night. But yes, so my vision for this is my first cross stitch since I was wee little. And my vision for this is I'd like to put this in a project bag, like on the outside of a project bag. Have I figured out how I'm going to do that? Nope, but I'm going to do it. So yeah, I think it's super cute. So I definitely want to get this done. So that is my focus right now too, is working on that. When, you know, I enjoy working on it, because I don't want to feel like I have to work on it, because then it isn't fun anymore. But the reason why I want to finish that, so we'll kind of get into acquisitions. So I saw that they had this Halloween from Caterpillar Cross Stitch project that was like, comes out in like 4 different sections and you can do it. Well, they've already released 2 sections and it's fine. I'm not in any hurry. You don't have to have it done by Halloween. I just thought it would be fun to do. So I ordered that kit, so it should be here sometime in the next couple weeks. It could be here in a week. I honestly don't know. But I ordered that one, and then when I ordered it, that was like the one that they were promoting. Well, then yesterday I got on there to see, like, check tracking, and I saw that they have a Christmas one. I was like, oh my gosh, like, Christmas is like, I love Christmas. And I was like, I really want that. I did not order it, which, you know, I was really trying. I was like, oh, I just ordered the Halloween one. And the Christmas one, I think it doesn't start till October. I really would like to do that one, but I'm like, realistically, am I gonna work on it? Because I have so much going on right now. But I don't know. I'll have to catch you up on that in the next few weeks and see if I ended up doing it. As of right now, I'm not, because I did order that, and then I ordered the September Chelsea Yarns kit. So you guys, if you've been watching my videos, at the beginning of the year, I think I got the first 3 or 4 months of I think it's her Enchanted Book kit. It's a skein of yarn, a mini, and then you can get the extras or not, and I always get the extras. She just throws in so many fun extras. So I took kind of like some months off because of all the weddings and everything. So I happened to see a post and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get September's, you know, see what that's like. So I do have that coming too in September. But other than that, I remember several videos back, I was like, you guys, I ordered something and it's gonna come. I can't wait to tell you about it. And it came, and then I put it off to the side, totally forgot about it. And many of you might have this, but I was super excited to get it. It is the Summerly Sock Project book. It has these great, I don't want to show any of the patterns or anything, but if you guys don't have it, it's super fun. It has a bunch of sock patterns, different heels, cuff down socks, toe up socks, tip on sizing and fitting. It has all that great stuff. I just basically got it because I wanted to just, you know, try all these different patterns for socks. I mean, I love knitting vanilla socks, but every once in a while it's just fun to knit something else. And like, I watch Summerly's videos all the time, and I was like, okay, I just need to grab this book. So I went on the website. I think it goes to Amazon. So it comes from Amazon. And yeah, I'm super excited. I've had it for, I feel like, a couple months at least, maybe 3 months, but I haven't done anything with it. So yeah, I'm super excited to try out some new patterns. I know some of you that watch, you have this book, and I know, like, I've seen some in the Ravelry groups, you knit these. So I'm super excited to start knitting with these patterns. If you have knit one of these patterns, let me know below which one is your favorite out of this book. I would love to know. So other than that, today is my day off of work, and I had an order to dye up some self-striping yarn, so I'll probably insert a little clip in here of that. I think I took the clip when I was done dyeing, but I've been doing that, and I need to go get some shoes today. So I stand at work like at least 8 hours a day. So back like 6.5 years ago, when I started working this particular retail job, like, I had to find the right shoes because my feet would just kill me at night when I came home. And it was like in the middle of the night, every time I got up to go to the restroom, oh, they hurt so bad. So I found out over the years, I can wear like Doc Martens, anything, and those do not hurt my feet. And then surprisingly, Crocs have these cute sandals, and I can stand on those no matter how many hours a day, and they never hurt my feet. So those are like my go-to work shoes, is the sandals. So over the years, like, I just keep getting different pairs, and the one thing is, like, I'll wear them for so long, and then all of a sudden on the sole, because the sole's really thick, they get this crack all the way across the bottom. So yesterday I noticed there was a crack in it, and I was like, no. And like, I know you can order them on Amazon now. It does say it would take like several days to get here, depending on which ones I want. There is a Croc outlet that is up like above Fort Worth, kind of by the Speedway, and that's usually where I go to get my Crocs. But today in Texas, it is overcast, it is raining, we're supposed to have storms, and I really don't want to drive all the way up there in the rain by myself. Like, I know I could ask my mom or my mother-in-law, but I love just driving by myself. I love just listening to music or an audiobook and just being in that space. But with the weather, and normally, like, if it was sunny outside, I'd be like, I'll go. I hate driving in the rain. I hate driving when it's stormy. So I'm really talking myself out of going today. But I do need to go get shoes. Worst case scenario, I have to work tomorrow. So I have to work in a different store tomorrow that I have to go help out, which is like an hour from me, but it's an hour in the opposite direction. So I may just throw on my Doc Martens, wear some pants tomorrow, and then Friday I have off, so I may grab my husband and go up to the outlets then. Yeah, as I'm talking about it, that sounds so much better. Let me take a drink of my drink. But other than that, so I'll put a picture in here, other life news. I put a picture in here of my dress for my son's wedding. So it's like, I mean, my daughter's wedding was supposed to be casual, which, I mean, it was, but my son's supposed to be like more casual. Like, they say to dress like Sunday best. Well, I had bought the dress when we were in Missouri, in Branson, camping the 4th of July week. And I went to, I think it was, where did I go? I don't know. I'll put it here in the description. But I went there and I found this dress and I was like, oh, like that will work. But like after my daughter's wedding, I felt like to me, it was underdressed. Especially like, I've seen like his fiance's mom's dress and it's like similar, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not dressy. So I reached out to my son's fiance and I was like, hey, you know, I'm thinking like, would it be okay if I just wore the dress that I wore to my daughter's wedding to this? And she was like, well, just show me what the dress looks like that you got for ours, because their wedding is sage green and my daughter's was sage green and pink. So like my dress that I wore, if you saw it, it was like a rose gold color. And so I sent it to her and she's like, oh, I think that's perfect. I'm still just like, I don't know. I think next week I'm going to put it on and, you know, see if like I want to last minute run out and grab something else. But the last couple weeks I've gone back on my diet that I lost like 100 pounds on like 2.5 years ago. And because I've gained at least like half of it back, because fun story, I believe like I had started getting hot flashes, so I feel like I'm in that menopause, and it's been so hard over the last like 6-8 months, because I feel like I haven't really changed a lot of my eating habits, but I feel like I just gained weight like crazy. And so it's so frustrating for me, because like I threw out all those clothes that I didn't fit into, you know, had the mindset I wasn't going back there. And so I've been battling that over the last 8 months. It's been pretty hard. And like I'll try to go back into dieting, and then I think with just stress too hasn't helped. But so long story short, 10 days ago, I started back on the diet where that I had lost all the weight from, and I'm 10 days in and I'm going strong. So I'm like I just need to keep doing this. So I've lost, let's see, I've lost 7 pounds so far in the last 10 days. I feel like if I, by the wedding, I should have lost a little bit more. So I'm hoping that I feel more comfortable in this dress that I got. I feel like by next week, I'm going to try it on, see what it looks like, see how comfortable I feel in that dress. Because again, like, oh, it's just the pictures that kill me. I hate being in photographs because, like everybody else looks great, but I'm very hard on myself. So, and I'm trying to change that mindset, but it's a battle. It's really hard. So yeah, I'm gonna try on that dress next week, see what it looks like, and go from there. So by the time you guys see my next episode, the wedding will have been, and so you will see if I chose that one or not. But yeah, sorry for all the rambling on. It's just life news, and I want to talk about life news. But other than that, I did talk last week about we needed to figure out what next camping trip we are going to plan on. So last night I finally booked a camping trip for November. So we're going to head back up to our favorite spot is in Lake Murray, Oklahoma. We're going to go there in November. We went there in November last year and loved it. It was usually we go there every year. It's just our one spot where we love to go every year. I got on there, we booked it, we're gonna go for a week. My parents, they recently bought a new fifth wheel, so we let them know, hey, we're going this week. There's a spot right next to us on the lake if you want it. And so they went on last night and booked it, so we're both going out there for a week in November. So I'm super excited to have something for a week that we just get to go out camping in nature. I mean, yes, we're in a fifth wheel, so it's not really it's so funny how people to me that's camping. I mean, when we were younger, when we first had our son, we went tent camping, but we also lived in a different state then where the climate was so much different that it was always cold at night. And so Texas, it's always still hot at night. There's so many more bugs and everything. And I love going camping in the fifth wheel. And so yeah, for us, that's camping. So I just love going camping and getting out in nature, and yes, just being able to get away from daily life and enjoy. So yes, we have that trip planned. Other than that, we don't have another trip planned other than we're staying the night. We're taking our fifth wheel up where my son's getting married, and we're staying that night, but can't really call that a camping trip because it's literally get there, sleep, leave the next day. So there's no part of relaxation there. But yeah, super excited. They get married in about 2 weeks from Saturday. And so yeah, I'm so excited for them and their new journey. I had to pick out a mother-son dance, some music the other day, and that just, I was like, I'm not gonna cry, and that was so hard for me. I did cry. I just had gone, they had given me a couple weeks to do it, and I just kept pushing it off because I had so much to do. And so finally on Monday, I was like, okay, I have to do this. I have to sit down, devote the time to get it done. So I Googled a bunch of different mother-son songs. There was 20 I listened to. So I decided on My Wish by Rascal Flatts. So I felt like that just was the best fitting one. And just, I don't know, that's what I decided. So that is what we're gonna dance to. Hopefully I can hold it together when we actually dance that song. But yeah, so that's I feel like all I have for life news. I tried to talk about shop news. I'm going to dye up some fall and winter self-striping yarns here in the next couple weeks. So hopefully I will have some of that to show you when I come back. And then I will probably, once I get those dyed, I will probably put on my Instagram or Ravelry. I haven't decided which one. I'll probably try Ravelry first and see who wants to test knit some up, so I have some samples to show. Whoever does decide to do that, you guys keep the yarn, the socks. All I want is the pictures. But I'll probably put that out in my Ravelry group and see who wants to do that for me, so I can get some pictures, put them on my website and get those going. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. Gonna try to get this shawl, my Stunning String Studios, I'm gonna try to get that up to date as much as I can. I doubt I will get to 8 weeks by the next time I record, but I'm going to try my best. And then, yeah, just whatever brings me joy, I am going to knit on, crochet on. I'm going to try to spin. I feel like now that I have like at least one breathing room for right now, I mean, it is cluttered still, because like I still have to make room for a bed. For now, I'm just gonna do a blow up mattress in both of them because I do want to get Murphy beds, but I can't afford to do all of them at once. But over time, that's what I really want to do. So, but I do have a little bit more breathing room, so I can use the space to spin and not have to like bring my spinning wheels out, put them away. So like I'm excited about that. My laundry room is literally like has all of my business, well, not all of it. It has half of my business stuff in half the laundry room, and I'll be so glad to just have my laundry room back once my son moves out and I can get all of like my craft room stuff, my business stuff in here. And oh yeah, I can't wait to have some breathing room. It feel like a house again. And yes, because right now I will show you what it looks like on the one side of my laundry room. It is just chaos because I'm constantly having to get things out, put things away. Like there's no organization, and I am usually like a very organized person. Like at work, organized. Like home, I'd love to be organized, but with so little space and so much, it was so hard. But now that the kids are moved out, I have room to just branch out until we eventually one day get our metal building out there and I can put the business side out there, and then kind of probably devote more of like the rooms to guest rooms and my craft room. But yeah, sorry for rambling on today, you guys. I just feel like I have so much to say. I have so much space just to relax now. It's great. But I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you guys are making beautiful things. I would love to see your projects, so please head over to Brazos Fiber Works Ravelry group and join in, share your projects. We'd love to see them. And I hope you guys have a great week. See you back here in a few weeks for episode 57. Bye.